Is there a use case for not using a third-party tracking tool? There are obviously functions that you can't get without it, like listening and rating calls. So there is a trade off. When does it start to be worthwhile, in your opinion? You mentioned the figure of 20 calls the other day when we were scoping this out on our call. Okay. Russell, this question, I know what you are referring to when you say third party tracking tool. You are not referring to a conversion tracking, but you are referring to a third party uh, call recording or call tracking tool. Yes, there are cases where you want the calls to be recorded. For example, if you're if you're getting calls and not conversions, then you want to listen into the calls as to how your sales team are answering the calls or not answering the calls. It could be the case because quite often we find that the receptionist or the person who is responsible for picking up the calls don't answer the calls, and obviously you um, lost that potential conversion or that client. So what you want to do is first of all work out how many calls a day or week you are getting. If you're getting a fair few, and if it's yourself who is answering these calls, then you know the quality of the calls. You know whether these are high quality calls or junk, and they're time wasters. And then you can make certain decisions with regards to optimizing the campaign. The beauty with the third party call tracking apps like CallRail or call tracking metrics is it will allow you to link that call to a certain keyword, campaign, ad group, and so on. So you can see whether this keyword is driving good quality or bad quality calls or not. So that is what I would look at. Um, you you can try these apps for on a free trial and see whether it's worth your while or not. I won't be able to tell you whether it is worthwhile or not because everybody has got is different. I don't know how many calls you are getting, but when I said that if it's 20 calls is where it's what the benchmark is, but don't take this as a gospel because it was just a number which I quoted before. It could be that one of these calls may be very important for you and you get a really big client. So try those their free trial, see which one you like or don't like, and use it for a few months and see if it works or not. But it's definitely something which is recommended if your business relies on phone calls only. So people like dentist, plumbers, locksmith, chiropractors, they rely on phone calls. Very few people are going to fill in a form and wait for somebody to call them back. They want to speak to somebody right now because they've got a big problem and they want that solution to that problem. So that's what I would recommend.